te lo he dicho.
So Gayle, it's your turn now.
Good morning, everyone. Delighted to be here. I was invited by Jerome to introduce you to Jägermeister, which was actually delivered to my room this morning at 6 a.m. on a silver tray with these shot glasses. So just to start a discussion. What I want to talk to you today about is a case study where we basically created creative that was based on big data. And what I'm really, really excited about are the possibilities to both dynamically serve, it was mentioned in an earlier panel, many, many, many different kinds of creative executions to specific target audiences, but also to create the creative based on big data. And of course, we're all looking to accelerate brand growth. But if you think about marketing and the history of marketing and flip it forward to modern marketing, think about fact-based messages, which are head messages. What we all know is if you can appeal to the heart and create an emotional connection, you can make a really big difference. But at the end of the day, it's about separating money from your wallet. And where the feet travel is where there's the best indication of who the people are. I would offer you, it's around 11 o'clock in the morning, do you know where your target audience is? I'd say they're in the palm of your hand. So if you think about people's mobile phone, it's a very intimate medium, and there are wonderful opportunities to accelerate insight into action and sales growth by connecting with consumers today. This is location technology, and this is at its greatest level. Location technology will enable you to see where all the people are. This is the island of Lower Manhattan when they're at home, when they're at work. Late at night, they're going to be in a bar. Maybe they go from work to the workout to a bar, back home again. We know how to measure that. Look, one of the keys is if you think about the history and all of our experiences in marketing and market research and analytics and now marketing science, is that you used to be able to think about having to trade off precision versus scale. You could get big data, but you couldn't get a precise response or drill down. Today, you can have both. And so today, through location technology, you can actually understand if someone is at a CVS, or they're at Dean and DeLuca, or I think this is going to travel around and show you pretty quickly. If they're at a CVS, you know how you can connect and target them. If they're at Dean and DeLuca, you can reach them in a different place. And so we're able to serve these messages specifically to them. As you look at location technology, I encourage you to understand what % of the data and the source of the data is actually first-party data. And so, for example, I know Mikhail and Andreas have been checking into Swarm. When you check into Swarm, you actually get a ping back that says, are you actually at the Hotel Miramar? That is how first-party data can interact and kind of be revising and adding accuracy to the data. We've done a lot of work when I was at the ARF and in the industry to understand how important creative is. And so I want to share with you this Jägermeister case study. There were 3 transformational initiatives. We're just after the first one, so this is a different kind of presentation. I do have some metrics I'm going to show you, but this isn't the end. This is kind of the beginning. And I want to encourage you to find collaborative partners, experiment, learn, and scale. And I want to share with you how we did this with Jägermeister. So in the first transformation, we created a microsite, and we actually have delivered, in the last 4 months or so, 70 different creative executions to different locations based on who those target audiences are. And the way we did it was by using Foursquare data on location and different target audiences of sports enthusiasts, NHL, National Hockey League, trivia information, so we created trivia from that, and then also Jägermeister, because Jägermeister is actually a 141-year-old digestive spirit that's based on 56 different botanicals. and only 11 are known. So there's a lot of interesting, rich history that was built into the trivia contest. So we created rich media dynamic ads that invited people to participate in a sweepstakes to get a chance to win Stanley Cup playoff tickets. Transformation 2 is taking the fastest growing spirit, which is craft beer, and matching through a quiz that's done online, also on the microsite with Jägermeister, about what flavors do you like, what beers do you like, and matching Jägermeister and your shot to the craft beer that fits your flavor profile and the kinds of restaurants you go to, the kinds of bars that you might like to frequent. So we've been able to match to, rather than seeing craft beer as competitive, it's a companion, and it meets the goal for Jägermeister of getting liquid to lips. And Transformation 3 is actually all about doing something that's going even out further with spirits. It's a Halloween initiative based on augmented reality that actually serves a spirit that augmented reality will take you and guide you through your spirit. There are 10 different spirits on a bar locator tour, and it will take you actually on a pub crawl on Halloween. So it's a Halloween spirit to spirits. Jägermeister's done such a nice job with their branding, and we're now able to dynamically serve creative using location technology. And what they've been able to do is with National Hockey League, it's take your shot, which is a shot, all the way to Halloween and your Halloween spirit. And I really give them hats off for their marketing and creative prowess and execution that they've been able to create. So this is the Halloween spirit transformation. These are findings to date. This is the last slide. I never have the findings on the last slide. The reason is because what we need to do when we get out and experiment is actually figure out what the KPIs are. What should the key performance indicators be? We're learning about that. These are some. For me, I'm always going to draw us to try to measure sales because that's the bottom line. But we need to also be looking at other complementary metrics to really understand the impact that we're having. So I'm going to invite you to think about all the different ways that we can actually take data and create creative, from a trivia contest to serving new creative executions and being able to literally almost do real-time copy testing and understanding. And then I'm going to ask you a final question. It's time for you to take your shot. What's it going to be?